Fired Up, the weekly recap where we cover all things Carthage athletics. I'm Justin Corrigan. Today's episode is for Monday, February 9th. It was a busy week for the Firebirds with two more teams starting their seasons. We'll get into all the action coming up. Let's kick it off with men's basketball. Firebirds started things out on Wednesday as they hosted the Cardinals of North Central College. It was a 67-65 win coming off a buzzer-beating tip-in for Ryan Johnson. Johnson led the way with 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Antoine Nesbitt, 11 points, 5 rebounds. Then on Saturday, it was senior day for the Firebirds as they hosted the Big Blue of Millikin University. It was a 62-59 win over the Big Blue. Ryan Johnson leading the way, 16 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists. AJ Williams with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and the go-ahead three-pointer to put the game away. Griffin Dawn, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 5 steals. The Firebirds return to action on Saturday as they hit the road to take on Augustana in Rock Island. That's a 4:15 tip-off down in Illinois. Moving over to women's basketball, it was a 63-52 win on the road at Wheaton on Wednesday. Grace Cord leading the way, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks. Alyssa Orozco, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Malia Green, 12 points, 9 rebounds. Then on Saturday, it was also senior day for the Firebirds as they hosted Millikin in Tarble Arena. It was a 72-54 win for the Firebirds as they got revenge against the Big Blue, who took the first matchup of the season on the road. Alyssa Orozco leading the way with a career-high 29 points as well as 2 steals. Orozco is our Jersey Mike's Firebird of the Week. Visit Jersey Mike's today at 3625 Market Lane in Kenosha or go to jerseymikes.com. Also on the stat line, Delaney Elsmore, a career-high 21 points as well as 3 rebounds, 3 steals. And Malia Green with 11 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. Big matchup on the horizon for the Firebirds as Wednesday they head to Bloomington, Illinois to match up against Illinois Wesleyan at 7 p.m. in the Shirk Center. Men's volleyball hit the road this weekend out east to New Jersey and New York. Opened things up with a 3-1 loss against number 3 Stevens. Firebirds took the first set 25-22, then the Ducks took it the rest of the way 25-21, 25-16, 25-23. Ryan Bartz leading the way, 21 kills for the Firebirds. Hudson Schweitzer, 4 blocks. Ryan Morey, 42 assists, and Austin Mallory with 12 digs. Firebirds righted the ship on Saturday with a pair of 3-0 sweeps, the first against number 12 Vassar. That was a 25-16, 25-23, 25-19 victory. Bartz once again leading the way, 15 kills and a service ace. Ryan Morey, 30 assists and 8 digs. Firebirds then concluded the weekend with a 3-0 sweep over Widener. It was a 25-15, 25-21, 25-21 win for the Firebirds. Justin Ishii leading the way, 4 kills. Joe Kolwitz, 18 assists. Devin O'Callahan, 7 digs. Firebirds return home this week as they host the Banana Slugs of the University of California, Santa Cruz. That's a 7 p.m. first serve in Tarble Arena on Friday. Women's track and field hosted the Tad Metzger Invite and Multi on Friday and Saturday. Firebirds placed first out of a field of 6 teams. Individual champions included Kirsten Faribault in the 800, 225.86. Kylie Florence in the 3,000 meters, 336.86. Brooke Nez in the 5,000 meters, 20:38.71. And then Madison Payne swept the shot put and weight throw, throwing 13.8 meters in the shot and 15.79 meters in weight throw. Firebirds return to action this weekend on Friday and Saturday at the Midwest Elite Invitational hosted by Wisconsin Whitewater up on the campus of Wisconsin Whitewater. Men's track and field also hosted the Tad Metzger Invite and Multi, also placing first out of a field of 9 teams. The Firebirds have won all 3 home meets this season. Individual champions included Landon Voy in the 200 with a time of 22.34, Harlan Matson in the 800 with 159.26, Luke Davey in the 1,000, 242.22, Jacob Kurlewski in the mile, 422.58, Braden Barth in the 3,000 meter, 912.89, Hayden Rollins in the pole vault with a mark of 4.51 meters, and Tyler Rose won the weight throw at 19.19 meters. Firebirds also return to action on Friday and Saturday at the Midwest Elite Invitational up in Whitewater, Wisconsin. Men's tennis star of the week with some conference recognition as Finn Morris was named CCIW Student Athlete of the Week for men's tennis. Firebirds then return to action on Saturday in Minnesota with a doubleheader against Carleton and St. Olaf. Firebirds started the day with a 5-2 win over Carleton. Wins coming from Francisco Silveira, Finn Morris, Syria Cayuela, Linus Banger, and Victor Pimenta. Firebirds then closed out the weekend with a 7-0 shutout over St. Olaf. It was the second shutout of the year for the team so far. Leading the way was Victor Pimenta, who is our Jersey Mike's Firebird of the Week. Visit the Jersey Mike's Kenosha location today or go to jerseymikes.com. Firebirds return to action this Friday in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin at 6 p.m. as they have a neutral site duel against number 35 in the country, Wisconsin Whitewater. Men's lacrosse kicked off their season on the road on Saturday as they traveled to Milwaukee to take on the Milwaukee School of Engineering Raiders. It was a 10-2 victory for the Firebirds. Colin McClure, 3 goals. Kean Schugel, 5 ground balls. George Mobratton, 3 caused turnovers. And Jake Williamson in goal with 13 saves led the way for the Firebirds. Carthage men's lacrosse returns to action with their home opener this Saturday at 12 p.m. as they host Lake Forest at Art Keller Field. Women's water polo also started their season this past weekend on the road at McKendree with 3 games on the weekend. Started things off with a 19-5 loss on Saturday against Augustana. Mac Werner with 2 goals, Camille Graham 3 assists in the game. Firebirds then returned to action later Saturday evening with an 18-16 loss against hosting McKendree. Brenna Karstens 7 goals, Kira Crawley 4 assists. Firebirds closed out the weekend on Sunday with an 11-7 loss against California Merced. Grace Steinberg 2 goals, 1 assist, and Camille Graham with 2 goals. Firebirds return to action this coming weekend at the McAllister Invitational on Saturday and Sunday. They'll take on the Virginia Military Institute, McAllister, a rematch against Augustana, and Grove City. Closing out today's episode with women's wrestling, the team competed at the D3 National Invite. Notable performances included Kirsten Cortez winning by decision and winning by fall. Josie Hosea also won by fall. Firebirds return to action on February 21st as they compete in the NCAA Regional Championships in Iowa. Be sure to follow us on socials at Carthage Athletics on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and Carthage Sports on X. And for all other sports news, visit athletics.carthage.edu. Until next week, I'm Justin Corrigan saying thanks for watching and go Birds.